We have ordered
Warhammer SCAMS from Games Workshop, Army Painter, Temu, Wish, you name it. And today
we're testing Etsy scams.
This is gonna be so fascinating. What's in the box?
This is a 100 gazillion.
Did you just break something? What the hell? A scam box from Etsy. Lucas, before we get started, I feel like there are some things that we kind of need to talk about.
Is there?
First of all, is Etsy actually a scam site?
I don't know what Etsy is. I just know that whenever you Google for some 3D print files, you always end up at this mysterious place called Etsy.
Yeah.
And there's just a shit ton of stuff with no real price, and it's just like regular people.
Etsy is like a marketplace. It's like a flea market, but for people online.
We are thrift shoppers.
We are thrift shoppers. We do have a little bit of a problem, because a lot of the prices were like, oh, 29 bucks.
What? That's so expensive.
It gets worse. All the shipping options were like between 20 and freaking 40 bucks per box that we ordered. I don't think we've ever recorded a this expensive video before.
Which means if you guys don't like it, literally press the like button in.
Otherwise, this will be the last time we do a scam review video.
You can't say that, then no one will like it.
Everyone will like it.
Let's get on with the video. Okay,
you get started.
I want to do this one.
What's in the box?
We have...
It's a paint funnel for Citadel paints, and how much did we pay for this one?
We paid
$630
exactly.
for it.
And it felt kind of expensive. Honestly, it's just a 3D print from an FDM printer. And you have freaking layer lines and fucking spider webbing stuff on it. Do you think it's going to work?
Yes, because it's just a trap.
Okay, will we get paint?
Did you take an empty pot?
No, it was a brand new pot.
We put this in the back and we come back to it.
Few moments later.
It has been upside down for like 35 minutes, 40 minutes. It is not completely emptied. Number two, we've lost about half of the paint, either drying in the lid, drying in here, or drying on this piece of paper because it dripped on the side from the lid. So look how little paint we actually... It's like 50% of the pot that we actually got transferred. This thing is just completely unusable. It's way better to just scrape it and put it in, or leave it. I think this is a 10 out of 10 scam for me. It's just unusable.
10 out of 10 scam. This one from the same company, I have with my big brain figured out exactly what it is.
Ooh.
You're supposed to use it as a cock ring for the Citadel paint mug, so that you can put your Squidmar brushes like this.
Oh my god, that's such a big brain tool.
This cock ring is not very universal. So, scam, honestly I have to give this a 10 out of 10 scam, because it's a kind of shitty product that's made to use for a shittier product.
At least the 3D print was a little bit higher quality than the funnel. So I'll give it that, but...
10 out of 10 scam.
Package number 2! Ooh!
Oh!
This is an addition to the Army Painter wet palette. This one you put in between your Army Painter wet palette stuff, and you have a freaking dry brush palette in your wet palette, so you can travel with it.
That's kind of smart.
But feel the texture here.
Ah, it fucks up your fingers.
It is kind of weird. I think, oh shit, this is going to tear hairs from your brushes. Will you be able to close it?
Yeah.
Look at this. You do have a... Yes, it's okay. It's alright. The main issue with this one, first price, 30 bucks. It's the same price as the freaking wet palette. Then it's a 3D printed sheet. The texture of this, it is going to mess up your brushes. Sure, if you have like a cheap synthetic brush, it could be nice as a texture palette, but I would not have my Artis Opus dry brushes anywhere near this texture palette. Way too rough. If your fingers get stuck on it, your bristles are gonna get stuck on it. I think this is a 10 out of 10 scam, Lucas. It will ruin your brushes.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 scam.
We are not having a great start, Lucas.
Maybe let's see if this one can fix it. Is everything gonna be 3D printed?
I guess we'll find out.
It's a 3D print.
And this 3D print is freaking garbage.
What the F is that?
Look,
Wait until you realize what that's for.
is it a brush holder?
I think it has to do with airbrushes.
Oh no!
Because you have this groove here that I only assume is gonna be like
Yeah.
up to that one. Jag tror det.
Okay, Lucas, so this one, we couldn't find what we ordered it for. For some reason, I cannot find the product itself. But there are other similar products that they charge 10 euros for. This is an airbrush ergonomic handle. I feel like it's fucking with you because it makes your finger further away. It's not really ergonomic.
But I find it nicer. Because usually when I use an airbrush like this, I get cramps in my fingers.
Oh.
And like this, it puts less effort into holding it.
So, I mean, the print quality of this one,
It's
from
the shittiest-
McMaster's 3D. I think I printed better quality stuff the first time I printed on my 5-year-old FDM 3D printer. So 10 bucks for this. When you add it to your airbrush, I feel like it goes on a bit too far back. This is not for me.
Imagine if you would have gotten like a little...
Yeah, oh yeah, so you would like connect it to this one. And
with
yeah.
like a spring and
That
like...
could have been fun, but for 10 bucks, I think this is a 10 out of 10 scam. This is the worst thing we've ever purchased.
I'm inclined to agree.
I'm kind of excited. This is foam bricks.
They charge 20 bucks for the
For the
bricks.
foam bricks, which is still insane for this tiny box of foam bricks.
Yeah.
But imagine if you order from Etsy 10 products, they would ship them together and it would have cost a lot less. But now it's like, no, we have to pay 9 euro shipping or 20 euro or 60 euros as it is in some case. The foam bricks are kind of neat though. If we would have gotten like 20 times the amount.
If they would have filled up the bag,
Yeah.
that would have been reasonable for 20 bucks.
Are we gonna have to count this?
Yes. Because we paid for 1,000 bricks. If it's one less than 1,000, I'm giving this a 100 out of 10 scam.
This is gonna be the worst scam ever.
Emil,
Yeah.
I have done
You've
the
been
hardest
laughing.
work of my entire life.
Yeah.
And turns out there are fewer than 1,000 foam bricks.
I know
in
what this
one.
means, Lucas.
This is a 100 gazillion million out of 10 scam. The worst product we've ever bought.
I think he's fair, but I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. So 105 out of 10 scam. I think this is the highest scam grade we've ever given a product.
And it's not even a train diorama.
Suck on that. Lucas, this one is the perfect example of what we've been talking about. You might be able to hear that there is paints in here. And the paints themselves cost about 50 bucks for this entire box of paints. But do you know what the shipping from Etsy was? 61.
Yeah.
More than doubling the cost of the paints.
Are you stupid or something?
Ooh,
But it looks cool.
fancy paints. Nice. I kind of like this.
Last Hope Acrylic.
So, Lucas, let's open these acrylics up, give them a review, and while we do, let's talk about this week's sponsor, Into the AM. Lucas, have you heard about Into the AM?
I have.
They make some of the best graphic t-shirts on the internet.
They sure do.
But that's not all.
They have also started making more than just graphic t-shirts. They
Yeah.
make flannel shirts. They make
Beautiful
bomber
ones.
jackets. They make sweatpants, sweatshop, sweatshirts.
Honestly, I feel like it's the one-stop shop for the modern man that wants to be just as beautiful as we are. On top of that, Into the AM is actually making a collaborative shirt with us. This is the Squidmar Into the AM exclusive t-shirt, and it's just so freaking cool.
It even makes Emil look good.
The best thing for me personally is that when you're a little bit taller, the t-shirt doesn't get too short.
And as always, Into the AM are kind enough to offer a 10% discount for you guys if you follow the link in the video description or use the code Squidmar.
Or go to intotheam.com/Squidmar, and at the end you will look just as beautiful as Lucas and I do, because they make some of the goodest, most prettifulest t-shirts on the interwebs. I give up. I have to paint literally 5 layers for every new paint coat that I add. So if we want to do medium green, I have to do 5 coats of medium green. And it's freaking glossy as shit. It's heavy body, so it's like it doesn't flow from the brush at all. I think this is top 1 worst paints I've used ever in my life. If this would have cost $5, it would have gotten 10 out of 10 scam. I think it's freaking 20 out of 10 scam.
Okay, let's go, motherfucker.
Did you just break something?
What?
You know what this is, Lucas? I think this is a copper plate to add to your wet palette, so it doesn't mold under the wet palette foam. You know that you can do that, right? You can have silver and copper.
Yeah, but it also costs $59.
Did we pay freaking $59 for this piece of metal?
Can we see if we at least got a good deal on copper or not? I have the pricing for copper now, here in Sweden.
This is 183 grams.
It's $8 per kilogram. So this would be what, like 15 crowns?
$1.50. Freaking $59! I don't say that it does help from getting mold. What grade would you give this with the price that it has?
10 out of 10 scam.
It's a freaking 10 out of 10 scam.
Emil.
Okay. I have high hopes, Lucas, to have one thing that haven't scammed us this whole day. Etsy right now is just been the worst so far.
Yeah, it's Etsy 10, Squidmar Office 0. What the fuck are we getting?
It's a 3D printing scrolls pack. Oh, it's like a Bits store. We paid $14 for it, and we paid another $17 for shipping. 17 shipping for this. Are the scrolls even gonna look good?
I assume not.
Oh.
I mean, they don't look that bad.
They kind of look decent. Easy to remove. High quality print. Yeah. A little bit too thin in some places because it obviously broke. Something like this, if you'd buy it from Green Stuff World, would probably be somewhere between 7 and 10 euros. And you'd get that in your local game store. I don't think $14 is completely unreasonable. I'm gonna grade this based off the $14 price, not with the shipping. I think it's a fair price. I think it's high quality. The only thing that saddens me is that it's too thin in some parts, so it easily breaks when you remove it from the sprue.
Maybe you're supposed to use like a knife or something to remove them and not your fat fingers.
Yeah, I'm sure that could help. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10 scam. I think this is the best product so far from Etsy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 scam as well. Okay, what is this? Is this the creme de la creme?
This is the best package, Lucas. It's what they say.
Oh, is it brushes?
Kolinsky synthetic sable. They do look kind of nice, but they are far too freaking thick for miniature painting.
No, but here you have one.
You have one decent one. How much did we pay for this one?
48.
Jävlar. So much gum arabicum. Oh! This is fucking disgusting. You can't really use the tip without the hairs freaking going apart. Lucas, big problem, number 1. These brushes are way too stiff to be even called a Kolinsky.
Yeah, but that's what
copy.
I was gonna say. Like, the biggest problem here is the false advertisement.
Yeah, it says both Sable and Kolinsky.
And there's neither Sable or Kolinsky to be found.
Secondly, the bristles are far too stiff, so that when you start moving the bristles, and you're just using the tip stays, but the other parts moves, so the bristles don't follow each other along. They separate from each other as you paint.
Which is not ideal when painting miniatures. And they're also just kind of disgusting. There's so much gum arabicum in.
If you're looking for cheap synthetics, just go to freaking Amazon or Wish or your hardware store and you're gonna get just as decent cheap brushes. I guess the price wasn't too bad, but I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 scam.
I am giving it a 9 out of 10 scam. They should not have had Kolinsky on the packaging.
It is truly false advertising. Lucas, there's 2 things left. What do you have in your hand?
I have our new
$12 clipper. And a mystery box. I think we'll save the mystery box for last and we do the clipper now.
Oh no.
This looks like army painter level.
Oh no,
clippers.
this is gonna be worse.
It
It doesn't even fully connect the blades.
Can I see? Oh no, it does. No,
No.
it doesn't. But the question is, does it shoot away the products when you click them? Are you ready? No, it was actually surprisingly better than the army. Okay, it's the same as army painter. Why do you market this when you search for like Warhammer products? And then you get this freaking... the beadsmith.
It's a...
Try it.
Okay, let's see if it's a rocket. Okay.
Oh, look. Look at this. It leaves freaking massive chunks of bits left.
Yeah.
Probably the worst clipper we've ever tried. Is it worse than army painter?
Yeah. Is it worth $12?
No. Throw it in the bin. 10 out of 10 scam.
10 out of 10 scam. Which leaves us with
The mystery box. What's gonna be in it? It just said like miniature hobby mystery box.
if you hold it, I can cut it. Maybe a snake jumps out.
And the funny thing with this, Lucas, all of these products have been like carefully vetted. What seemed to be the best, most reasonable products on Etsy. Oh, it's miniatures.
Oh, so maybe I wasn't supposed to shake it.
Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll find out.
They're also shipped in Glad wrap.
29 bucks, Lucas. Seems like we're getting 3 miniatures.
There's so many support bits left.
That's kind of a neat design, though. Here is a goblin that looks very cartoony. But the print is pretty okay. There is no super clear layer lines. Kind of a cute design. And then you have Spideroo. This 3D print wasn't quite as good, but still pretty okay.
This is like a definitely not Gul'dan, but at the same time it's just Gul'dan.
This print was honestly kind of bad. This one has clear layer lines. The staff looks super soft, and the details are just too small. It's like a water creature. Lucas, this mystery box leaves me kind of disappointed. I think the spider looks okay. I think the goblin looks okay.
It's also not great that it's also filled with support.
For 29 bucks though, someone in his garage printing and making fun stuff. I think this is like a 7 out of 10 scam too.
Yeah.
So did you have any favorite whatsoever? Mine is simple. I think this one was the only thing that was like okay.
Yeah.
The rest is just utter garbage. If you want something that is not utter garbage, make sure that you check out the 3 paint sets that we released together with Vallejo a few months back, featuring the 36 paints that are the only paints that we use to paint every miniature on this channel, including all the tutorials over on Squidly Bits. Link in the video description.
I kinda liked the idea of the airbrush thingy with Majingi.
But it was just so poorly printed and made.
Yeah, so it sucked. But
Yeah.
I think I liked the idea of that one.
I like the idea of the blind box too, but the minis just wasn't good enough.
To summarize Etsy, Emil.
Look, I mean, just look at my face. They look like I have energy to summarize this.
No.
No, this was such a disappointment. And we've carefully curated what we thought would be the most interesting products on Etsy. And how much fucking money did we pay for this?
I mean, like 70% extra just because shipping from the
This
US.
is gonna be the most expensive video we've ever done, I think. And please like the video so we are not getting ruined for this scam from Etsy. Etsy gets freaking 10 out of 10 scam site.
Yeah.
Massive thanks to In Today and for sponsoring this video. Without you guys, this would have been a freaking devastating blow to our channel.
So if you are looking for something that's not a scam, head over to In Today.
Also, of course, thanks to our patrons, because without you guys, this would have been an even bigger blow to this channel.
Especially thanks to our top donors.
Thank you for helping us out every month. We freaking love you guys. Have a great day.
Peace and
out.
love.